Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Addict Creations. Today we are going to tackle some napping pictures of Miranda using the Chantilly paper line from Close to My Heart. I chose these pictures because I thought they were kind of funny. She is on the couch here. She did not want to go to bed, and so she's laying down next to Buttons. And so I'd snapped this picture, which is pretty close to the same as this one. I snapped them pretty quick. And then Buttons is here seeing I'm snapping pictures, and then Buttons leaves. And then Miranda's like, what's going on? So that is the pictures that I am scrapping today. And my ingredients, which I came to the conclusion of a couple things while I was doing this layout and picking out stuff. So I've got Kraft 8.5 by 11 1/4. I have the green paper, and this one is the green pattern paper of the Chantilly line, 4 by 10 3/4. There is 2 of those. And then I have the floral paper of the Chantilly line, and that there's 2 of these, and they are 2 by 8. I have 2 strips of white daisy, which are approximately 1/2 inch by 8 1/4. I know one of them kind of cut a little differently, but it looks like they're pretty close. Okay, then I have well, let's go to these circles, then we'll get to these papers. So these circles are 5 inches. They are in the cut file. All of this is in the cut file, of course. And I emboss these with my, I want to say it's like aged paper. It's one of my Stampin' Up! Embossing folders. I think it did a fantastic job of making this look really, giving that texture and rough. Okay, so then I had this white daisy banner as well, and I used this Stampin' Up! Embossing folder. And I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of these. I didn't write them down. Usually I would put a little strip here, but I think it was during a time when I was quite busy, so I didn't, but it's really cute, and I really like this little flower that's right there. So each of these banners that I've got here are about 6 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so there's one there, and then I have these 3 pieces of paper. This is Julep, and I use the light side, 6 by 7 1/2. There's 2 of those, and then I did another banner out of that at approximately 4 by 6. Okay, I use Julep as well for the photo mats. We've got 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 here, sorry. And we have 3 of them that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I also matted the picture onto white daisy, which that would be 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 and 4 1/8 by 6 1/8. Okay. I have a title here that I've said just nap time. And I had the little white dot, and I think I lost it again. I am not good with these little white dots. I don't know where it went. It just kind of went someplace, so I'll figure that one out later. I've got some of the flowers that I had pulled off the other day with pop tape on them, so I moved those into this. I've got some gems here. I've got some journaling strips, and then I found this flower on Cricut, and so it'll be on the cut file as well. I did cut it in white daisy and in the julep, and this would be Julep Dark. And then I recut it in the Shimmer Vellum from Fawn. So you can kind of possibly see the shimmer on that. So yeah, it's just multiple layers there. And I cut 2 of those, one going this way and one facing that way. Okay. Okay, so let's move those little bits there. Let's move this one here, and let me grab my third little mat so I can move my bits over. Okay, so I am going to start assembling. Yay! This is such a fun paper to work with, and I am so amazed at all the different themes, I guess you would call it, that I've gotten to do for this. Let me grab my ruler. Going from, gosh, I've done a summary type one. I've done the tooth one. I've just really tackled a lot of different events in Miranda's life which is awesome. I love getting all these done. Okay, so I'm going to move this back a smidge. And then I'm going to put one of these on. And this is layout number 14 that I've revamped to do this one, and I've added bits to it. So it'll be titled Layout 14-2 on the Cricut file. Okay, make sure that that's straight. And then I want that to overhang, but I don't think that much. Yeah, let's do it about there. Okay. And then we have this little strip of floral. I really like this paper. And I wanted just a smidge of color. I didn't want a lot of color on this one. At first I was going to kind of do it monotone with keeping with just that, the green, which now I know is Julep. I wasn't around, I wasn't using close to my heart when this paper came out. And so I know that they're saying this is green apple, but I was using sage and it looked okay, but the julep looks amazing. And I just happened to have some from one of the kits I got. I don't even remember what kit it was, but I just think it's funny that that is such a game changer once I had that paper. And I don't have very much. I've got a couple sheets left. So I definitely won't be able to use it on the other one, which kind of is sad. Okay. And I'm just going to lay this down. I actually want to lay it down a little more off on both sides because I'm trying to kind of build up that different level feel on this. There, it hangs over. It's not very straight. So this one I probably need to go more this way. Goodness. Okay, pull this up again. Oh, little bit of tearing. Oh, a little bit of tearing there too. Let's see here. That's not going to be seen, so I don't have to worry as much. Okay. Still is wrong. Oh my goodness gracious. I think I need to flip it upside down because I'm working without putting my head over everything. Make this easier on myself. It's funny, sometimes I will watch some videos and they're like, yeah, I'm sorry if my head's in the way. And I feel like my head could constantly be in the way. Okay. Let's see, that looks kind of straight. Yeah, much better. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's see here. These two pieces. Oh, shoot. I, of course, did it again because, it wouldn't be my layout if I didn't forget to put something down first. And I'm not going to worry about these being like really straight because they're banners and I don't feel like banners should have to be completely and utterly straight. I think they should be flying in the wind. So I'm just going to kind of slip that in here. And I did this in the darker color because I kind of wanted that contrast. At first I was only doing one banner. The original layout just had one banner on it. And I thought it needed that extra. And then I loved this once I put the embossing folder on here. I thought that really, really gave it a lot of pizzazz and fun. Okay, there we go. And those are not straight, and that's perfectly fine. Except that it's going to bug me that one's as off as it is. Let's line that up a little better at the top. There we go. Okay. I can live with that. And I'll have to trim down here a little bit. I don't want to trim. So we're going to go back and kind of lift that up. It is not a perfect, perfect banner. I think this is one that I had a square rectangle and I cut the piece out of. So it's not perfect, which also is something I appreciate. We don't need everything to be perfect in life. Okay. But I am loving this circle with this embossing folder. I think that that is it just looks like a paper bag that's been used to me. Okay, and I wanted that, if I remember correctly, was I going down here? I think I was going there. I'm just going to lightly put that there. And then this picture is going to go over here. But I want is the flower. So the flower is going to kind of go there. How's that looking? That's looking pretty good. Let me look at the... Thinking I want the title to go over the picture. Miranda has some, I think she got into chocolate or something. And so it's, you can see it on the couch cushion and it's quite embarrassing. So I'm like, let's see how we can cover that up. And that probably is going to just enhance it more, but I think it'll be okay. I do like that on there. Now if I could just find that little dot. I'm looking around my desk and I don't see it anywhere, so it probably fell between the little cracks. That's where things go usually. Okay, so I'm going to take the backing off of this and I'm going to adhere this as well as this at the same time. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue strategically. There, a little bit there. Yeah, I want some up here. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a lot because I'm not figuring that this is going to be too out there. I did add it to that dot though. Okay, so oops, getting into that. Let's put this, I don't even remember where I'd had that, but I do want to take this picture and kind of put that in with that. Because I want to put that last flower, and grab one right here, but I'm going to add a piece of pop tape. Let me find my pop tape behind this, and it's because it's open. Oh goodness, Boo Boo Central, right? I want the pop tape behind it on that one, and then I also have pop tape on these flowers. So it's going to be double popped. And I thought that looked kind of cute, and it pulled in some of the colors off of here, just kind of, you know, mimicked them. So I chose to, the pieces that were cut out, let me see if I can grab them. So I had to cut some extras. But so this is the piece that cut, and then there's a white circle that goes here, and then there was a white or a circle like this, only bigger, and I added it to the white, and then I popped it to this base. So in a little bit, I'll tilt that to the side, and you can see that. And let's see here, what else do I have for over here? I have the naps, which I need to add a little smidge of adhesive right here, just so that that doesn't pop up while I'm putting that naps down, or nap. That P, the end of it looks kind of like an S to me. I do like this font. And this was just a Cricut cut. I just found it when I was looking around. I was kind of trying to find out find different titles. And nap time kind of fit ish. You know, I mean, it is bedtime technically, but all the bedtime ones look kind of silly. Okay, actually, before I do anything else, I'm going to put a couple of these out here because I really wanted to have just a smidge of bling on this. Let's see here. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I like that. Too fun. I wonder if putting just one of these for the eye. No, it needs that little white dot, and we'll find it. It's somewhere, or I'll cut another one. Okay, so I'm going to slip that one over there. And then I'm going to start working on this one. And the nice part about this layout is it is a mirror to the other layout. So that one, this one where it's at the top, this one will be at the bottom. And I think I went in about an inch. I tend to just kind of wing that stuff, don't I? But I did make sure that both pieces had the pattern running horizontal. You know, I'm going to just do it this way. So I want this up about there. About there, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then we're going to go down just a smidge. You really do cover up a lot of this paper. It's kind of wasted on here, in my opinion. But at the same time, it looks cool, and it didn't look right without that paper. So just kind of have to accept. Okay, so I want that to go about there. Okay. Well, that went together a lot quicker. Just love this circle. I think that's my favorite part of this layout is the embossing I did. I only have maybe 10 or 15, closer to 10 embossing folders that will do this large of a circle. Okay. This one I want to go over here. So I'm going to put that on first. And then I'll add the, and do that one last because I want that to go on top of that picture. Did I add it to the bottom of that? No. Again, goodness. I love this one where she's got her eyes just a smidge open. Because it's funny that they went from here and then Button's looking at me and then her like, what's going on? I just think that it's just funny. And let's see if I can get these in here. Okay. I was kind of leaning towards wanting them cut like that. Let's see if I can figure out how this goes. Here's the first one. Yeah, she was fighting going to sleep that night. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I've got Miranda fought going to bed. She fell asleep on the couch next to Buttons, grabbed the camera to catch this moment. Buttons was not happy. Yeah, she did not care for that. I really wish she had liked being photographed more, because then we'd have more pictures of her. We only have a little over a dozen, probably. Every once in a while I find one that I'm like, oh, wow, we have a picture. She was a very good girl. I don't know if I went into anything the last time I did a layout on Buttons. She was a rescue. We wanted a doggie, and Daddy finally said it was okay. And so we were looking for a beagle, a cocker, spaniel, or a dachshund, and she was all three. And they found that out because of her pups that she had had. Was a rescue. She was in a very bad situation where she was pretty much in her kennel all the time. And so they told us, oh, she's kennel trained. She hated the kennel. She could get herself out of the kennel. She made her little paw bloody getting out of the kennel, which just crushed us. So we stopped putting her into a kennel at all. We just figured she was going to be footloose and fancy free. And we got along a lot better once that happened because she was not having that. It was not going to happen. And that's okay. There's some puppies out there that need the kennel. Buttons was fine as long as we gave her ample cheese and let's see, it was cheese, steak, chicken, you know, anything that she wanted, she got. We also found that she was very, very trickstery. She would get out, and if you chased her, she would run farther. She was hilarious. So if we just kind of sat there or went back to the house, she would come back, which was scary because we didn't want her to, of course, get hurt, but it was the only way. She would just keep booking it. And she was able to get over our makeshift fence because we didn't have the fence right away. And once we did have the fence, it was much better. But yeah, she was a little Houdini. She was so funny. She was a good baby, though. Didn't like licking. Really just wanted to just enjoy us and not I don't think she ever fetched balls. If I remember correctly, she wasn't really into balls. Wasn't into toys. None of the things, you know, that some doggies like. She just didn't. She was never a puppy. She never got to enjoy that stuff. So, which is very sad. But she was a good girl. She was a sweetie. Wow, that went together really quick. Also helped that I was yapping. Okay, so there's that side. I really like this. I like this flower. I need to add a little bit of adhesive here. I try not to add too much because, of course, it's vellum, so it's going to show through. I did run these circles for this part through the Xyron so that it would be fully done. Let's see here. There's a little goober right there. Yeah, see, there's popped up. I'm really happy with this. And I like these all trimmed like that. I figured I better start doing some of my journaling because otherwise I'm going to have a book full of things I have to journal and it's not going to get done. So I did print off Miranda's journaling for yesterday's layout, I think it was. Yeah. I did Miranda and Emily, August 16th, 2005. A little cousin floor time. Miranda was in awe of Emily, played Got Your Nose, and Miranda was on top of getting the pacifier back in Emily's mouth. So I did get the journaling on that. I haven't done any other journaling though. But I did journaling on this one, so that's fantastic. Yay for me. Oh, here, one more time. There is that one. On nap time, I will find that little dot. And there we go. I'm so happy with this paper. I'm so glad I got it, so much of it, because it is working out wonderfully. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.